Yeah, greetings to you all, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Here is another breaking news. This time around, Okechukwu Isiguzoro of the OHANAEZE Ndiberibe don't come out to air his own view on the case of Nnamdi Kanu, and he also encourages Bola Ahmed Tinubu to drop the treason charges against him. Drop treason charges against Nnamdi Kanu, similar to SOWORE's case. Isiguzoro urges the President of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In another development, we have a very issue at hand here. This one is said, Supreme Court declares death sentence for man over kidnap and murder of infants. I don't know why I bring this news. Normally, I don't like to read this kind of news that is not connected with the Biafrans. But why I'm reading this news is to let the general public know that if you, as a human being, as a right-thinking human being, are still believing in one Nigeria, my dear, just, in fact, you are a mumu man, you are a mumu woman, you are a mumu elder, and you are a mumu youth. Why do I say so? Supreme Court declares death sentence for man over kidnap and murder of infant. Listen, I'm not trying to defend Friday on this very issue because the guy's name is Friday and three other guys in whether Osun or whatever state it is. But we'll see to that when we get to that bridge. But why am I bringing this in is Nigeria is the only place that a group of people, I mean more than 100 and something Boko Harams, I mean they call them dangerous Boko Harams. I'm not talking about other ones who have been caught in different occasions and free them without any trial. 101 Boko Harams was freed from Kirikiri prison in Lagos State. Dangerous Boko Harams. No trial. All of them. All. When I mean more, I mean all. No one was sentenced to death. You and I that is listening to this news or reading this news knows the activities of Boko Harams, what the damages they have caused to that Zoological Republic of Nigeria or that contraption called Nigeria. You and I know how many souls these people have wasted. You and I know how many lives that they have destroyed. You and I knows how these people contributed 85% of the downfall of Nigeria today. None of them, since I have known them, both the one they say they are Boko Haram leaders or whatever, you hear they catch them today, tomorrow you will not hear the news again. That is the end of Solomon Grundy. They will free him, that person. Or the next one, they tell you there's 1,000 Boko Harams, repentant, okay, they call them repentant Boko Harams, after causing havoc. Not that I'm supporting Friday, not that I'm supporting evil, not that I'm supporting kidnapping and murdering of that infant, which happened in one of the Yoruba states. But use your tongue to count your teeth to know that this country, there's a people that have been created and the constitution, this country, that they are the owners of the country. So whatever they did, any atrocity they committed shall be forgiven. So you as a Yoruba man from the southwest, from the south, from the southeast, and you see coming out to jump up and say, "Oh, one Nigeria stand, my dear, you are a mumu man." In fact, your mumu, you don't get what they call it. You don't get PhD. Anyway, my people, let us go to the reason why we're here this morning. Help me like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to this channel because more of these videos will be coming your way. My name is still remain NDI-AWUSA, reporting live from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. A chieftain of the OHANAEZE, Nnamdi Okechukwu Isiguzoro, has urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to drop the treason and terrorism charges against Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Isiguzoro urged Tinubu to drop the terrorism and the treason charges against Kanu in line with the treatment of activists, OMOYOLE SOWORE, and demonstrate integrity and justice. Okute News recalls that Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led federal government has revealed its intention to discontinue the trial of the politician and media owner OMOYOLE SOWORE and his co-defendant Olawale Bakare, also known as a Mandate. The federal government's decision was communicated to the Federal High Court in Abuja via a notice of discontinuance dated February 14, of 2024. The notice was filed on February 15th by the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, SAN. Isi Guzoro emphasized that the release of Kanu goes beyond legalities, highlighting it as a moral reckoning and a crucial step towards addressing past injustice. He believed that the dismissing charges against Kanu will not only provide closure but also facilitate reconciliation and peace in the Southeast, viewing Kanu's freedom as a significant moment in Nigeria's quest for justice and unity. Isi Guzoro further stated that Bola Ahmed Tinubu's stance on the issue will reflect a dedication to the rule of law and the promotion of inclusivity and harmony among Nigerians. The factional Secretary General of OHANAEZE, in a statement he signed, expressed in a resolute and unyielding stance, we issue an urgent appeal to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to demonstrate integrity and justice by immediately dropping the terrorism charges against IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu following the recent commendable action taken to dismiss the treasonable felony charge against Yoruba activist OMOYOLE SOWORE. This critical moment demands bold and decisive leadership to steer Nigeria towards true healing and unity. We laud the federal government's decision in the SOWORE's case, emphasizing the imperative for parity under the law, fairness and equality must prevail, and we steadfastly demand that the same measure of justice be extended to Nnamdi Kanu without delay. The principles of justice must be blind to ethnic affiliations or political considerations. Ahead of Monday, 26th February 2020, ahead of 19th March 2024, the federal government resumption date for the trial against IPOB leader, Nigerians, particularly the Ndibo community, passionately implores Bola Ahmed Tinubu to instruct the Attorney General of the Federation to seize Kanu's trial and withdraw all charges against him, citing legal provisions as seen in the SOWORE matter. Consistency and equality before the law are non-negotiable in a democratic society, and any deviation undermines the fabric of injustice and equity. Meanwhile, the candidate of the African Action Congress AAC in 2019 and 2023 presidential elections, Omoyole Sowore, has called for the release of the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. Okute News record that Kanu has been in detention since June of 2021 after the regime of former President Muhammadu Buhari, in collaboration with Kenyan government, apprehended him, solely kidnapped him in Kenya, and renditioned him to Nigeria in violation of the national and international laws and treaties. Speaking on Kanu's prolonged incarceration, Sowore argued that there would be no peace and progress in the country if there is no justice and equity. Sentencing one of the Theophilus Friday to death by hanging over the alleged abduction, murder, and the mutilation of a 1.5-year-old girl, Rachel Akimboye, has been upheld by the Supreme Court. Okute News understand that in an unanimous decision on Friday, which happens on February 23, a five-member panel of the Supreme Court dismisses Theophilus Friday's appeal. Delivering the late judgment on the appeal marked SC/CR 1462/2022, Justice Tijani Abubakar stated that the appeal lacked merit. Justice Abubakar condemned the ruling of the Court of Appeal, which upheld the March 20, 2014 decision of the High Court of Ondo State, sentencing Friday and two others, Olusegun Obaro and Jonah Lasse, to death by hanging. According to the prosecution, Obaro and Lasse abducted the victim while she was asleep next to her mother on the night of June 17 of 2011 in their home at Ikoregwe in a Igbokoda, Ilaje local government area of Ondo State. Obaro and Lassie then handed the abducted child to Friday, who allegedly or allegedly instructed them to do so. After realizing her child was missing, the mother raised the alarm. Following a search, the victim's mutilated body was discovered dumped near her mother's house. Obaro and Lesser and Friday were captured by community residents and handed over to the authorities at Igbokoda police station. Okute News understands. Subsequently, they were brought before the High Court of Ondo State in Akure on the charges of kidnapping and murder. The trio faced accusations under the Ondo State Anti-Kidnapping and Abduction Law of 2010, as well as the Criminal Code laws of Ondo State. Following a thorough police investigations, Justice Olusegun Odusola of the High Court of Ondo State delivered a verdict on March 20 of 2014, stating that the prosecution has successfully proven the case against them. Justice Odusola determined that the prosecution successfully proved the culpability of the three defendants in the death of the deceased. The judge ruled that Obaro and Lassie were guilty of kidnapping and murder, while Friday was found guilty of murder alone. The judge says the offense for which the accused were charged are strict liability offenses. Death penalty will be the punishment for each of the counts. Having found the first and second accused guilty of both counts, the third accused of guilty is of murder. In the sum, I hereby sentence you, Olusegun Obaro, John Alese, and Theophilus Friday to death by hanging. That is the penalty. That is the price you pay for your sins. You that is listening to me, let me know what you think at the comment section regarding this issue. I know that kidnapping and murder is a very high and a disturbing issue. It has been a menace to the society, mostly in Nigeria. But my question is, what happens to the Boko Harams who kills in numbers? At the end of the day, the Nigerian government will come out and tell us that they are repentant Boko Harams. Can't you see that this life no balance? Wahala always be like bicycle. Now here, I go take a round up. And I will share my thoughts again when I come back. Meanwhile, happy Wednesday to you all. Have a nice day. Keep on sharing, liking, commenting, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Que me